Black cat energy attracts the male archetype that is called warrior. And this archetype is honestly not the best one to build a relationship with. So there are 4 male archetypes. They're called king, warrior, lover, and magician. So when you're playing silence, when you use distance as your leverage to gain some power over a man, you are attracting this specific archetype. The warrior archetype is usually a man who is represented in most romantic movies as the one, you know? So it's someone who is action taker, who is protecting you, who is like providing for you. At the same time, the warrior is a type of a man who is emotionally detached and who only wants things until he gets them. So girls often like the warrior type in the beginning of relationship because that's the type of a guy who will like go and get her, you know, who will do crazy things for you, who will give you presents, who will be buying this black cat energy basically, because the more you detached, the more you're silenced, the more you're like far away from him, the more he wants to get you. But when he does, he disappears. You can actually build a family with a warrior type, but warrior needs a war. So this is a type of man who will not be present at home. If he doesn't have a war, he will get bored and he will start create one. Especially, for example, if this type of man don't have a successful business or a work that they want to go and they have someone to like fight to. It doesn't mean like specifically a war, but it means like context where he has to compete with others. And he loves that. It makes him flourish. Usually when women get into relationship with this type of man, if he doesn't have like his war, so-called war, outside the house, he will start to create one inside. That's one problem. The second problem is that you cannot demand romantic love from a warrior. He's not gonna do that. He's not gonna read stories to your kids. He's not gonna do like bedtime songs. He's not gonna be present in your house. He's most likely gonna be outside fighting with others. So when you're talking about like black cat energy, you need to remember that this type of energy will attract someone who might be not your best choice in building relationship. Another issue with the black cat energy is that it's not sustainable. You will not be able to play forever. Like, I honestly don't like all these like coaching and teaching methods that are teaching women to pretend someone they're not. If you're a warm girl who likes closure, who likes attention, who wants to be loved, how long will you be able to play this sexy black cat woman? You need to understand that, yes, maybe like a max that would be a year or two. 2 is the max. But at some point, you will turn into yourself, yeah? The Cinderella effect is gonna be gone, or like the opposite of the Cinderella, I don't know. But anyways, you will not be able to be mysterious and disappear all the time in the long-term relationships. You can do that. And there are some types of women and some types of men for whom this kind of relationship is cool, it's okay. They're like feeling themselves, and if you are in that type, please skip this video. It's definitely not for you. But if you're someone who is like longing a safe connection, stability, order, someone who will be able to build a family with you, to make babies and to be happy, you know, not to think about, oh, I have to play this today so that tomorrow my man would be what? Like, do you think that real love is built on the principles of you being mysterious and disappearing all the time and keeping distance. Yes, distance is a leverage. It's a tool that can be used in the relationship, and it's a very smart tool. But if you use it all the time, like it has, this light is gonna get me, but okay. So the distance is a very powerful tool, but if you overuse it in a relationship and without any specific reason, because distance is something we use when there is like a big issue in your relationship, and that's the point where you need to take a distance from your loved one. But when you use it here and there, it loses its power. It doesn't make sense. Okay? Another issue that healthy, emotionally available men will not buy the black cat energy, because for them, like, okay, let's normalize the fact that there are healthy people in our world that are like mentally stable and they're like just basically they're okay, and they don't want to play these games. And usually someone whose archetype is a king or a magician, these are the two best archetypes to build a family with. If those guys will see you playing these games, they will feel something is off, and most likely they're gonna disappear themselves. The best people you're not gonna get with this kind of energy. And if you will get someone who will buy this energy, this guy is most likely has an issue himself. Probably his mental health is not at the best, and he wants to play this emotional roller coaster. But when you get together, he's gonna fuck your brain so hard that you will regret honestly getting him into these relationships. Eventually, all these sorts of teachings are telling women, you have to inspire him, you have to breathe through your womb, want more, and then he will earn more. You need to level up into a goddess woman. You need to use your feminine energy to attract things. Like, actually, I'm super pro feminine energy and attracting things, and we will be talking about this in other videos. But in the end, all of this BS leaves women emotionally broke, often with low self-esteem, and worst of all, with their life energy wasted on complete nonsense. So let me say this very clearly with my shiny forehead. I did a peeling yesterday, okay? So you don't owe anyone anything. You can be exactly who you are right here and right now. And at this point, you can build a relationship. You can already start and create a relationship with a good guy. I know something about it. I wanted to make a video about my fuck-ups dating millionaires and some very rich men. Not only rich and broke men as well. I dated a few before I got married. So yeah, let me know if you would like to listen to that video too. Pairing is our default setting. We don't need to level up to do that. You don't need to upgrade. You don't need to become better. You don't need to know how to cook or learn how to breathe with your womb to attract a man and earn love. Also, one person has a very limited influence over other person's cash flow. That's another thing that is being taught everywhere over the internet, is like, what can I as a woman do to upgrade him and his business? Can I do something like sparkly? Honestly, you can just stop torturing yourself and take responsibility for your own life. And choose someone you will actually love, and not someone you need for money, or you need because you are in a survival mode, or you don't know how to navigate the adult life. This is what I did 10 years ago, 8 years ago. I was dating men for that reason, but that was not the best years in my life. Still, there are some like secrets that can help him make more money, and I can share it later if you want as well. But honestly, I put much more emphasis on love and on creating a context, conditions for love between two individuals, because in the end, that's the most important thing. And when you're being taught to sell yourself to someone or to date only a guy who can provide for you, you are being taught how escort works. I'm really sorry, but this is the truth. We can go deeper into this topic because, of course, I understand that you girls want security and you want to date guys who can provide you with that. But there are many sides to this story and we can talk about all of them. You need to know that money is easily obtainable and it's a renewable resource, and love isn't. I also don't believe that you are supposed to play like a sexy cat with like this permanently good mood, manicure, like red lipstick, or I don't know, your hair done. And you need to master like flirting techniques, and you need to master black cat energy or like any other type of energy and all of that stuff. As I told you, for thousands and thousands of years, humans were creating relationships without any courses or without any knowledge of black or white cat energy. And they were okay. They are the reason you exist today and you are watching this video. So sure, it might help you in the beginning, but as I said, any sexy kitten gets tired of playing that role after a year and turns into herself. Sometimes you're anti-sexy, sometimes you're not pretty, sometimes you're tired, you're messy, you're human, and all kinds of shit happens. Can you please just leave yourself alone already? Relationships are built in real life with real people and not in some Instagram realities. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, please. And comments, of course. Thank you for watching.